Ancient Egypt is full of secrets.
Oh, that's a fabulous one.
Just when we think we know it all, new discoveries continue to amaze us. Recently, scientists opened a mummy's coffin after 2,500 years.
Archaeologists have uncovered 27 coffins buried more than 2,500 years ago in Egypt.
What they found was shocking. In this video, we will uncover this incredible mystery and other fascinating discoveries from Egypt. Let's dive in. 18. A mummy's coffin dating back 2,500 years. Experts uncovered over 100 ancient coffins in Saqqara, near the Giza pyramids. These wooden coffins, buried 40 feet underground, remained untouched for centuries. Inside one, they found a well-preserved mummy, wrapped carefully in cloth. As archaeologists opened it, the body inside was still intact, revealing secrets of Egypt's past.
I'm very happy, I'm very proud of this discovery.
Alongside the coffins, they discovered golden statues, sacred amulets, and detailed figurines. This discovery shows how much care was given to the dead in ancient Egypt. Even after thousands of years, the colors and details on the coffins remain stunning. 17. The finding of animal mummies. Ancient Egyptians didn't just mummify people, they also mummified animals. At the Temple of Ramesses II in Abydos, archaeologists found over 2,000 ram heads. They also found dogs, cows, gazelles, and even mongooses.
And also the way the Egyptians mummified all sorts of animals, from cats, dogs, birds, all sorts of creatures. They just thought it was really unsophisticated for such an advanced society.
These animals from the Ptolemaic period were likely offerings to honor Ramses II, 1,000 years after his death. Abydos was a special place. It was a royal tomb and a temple for Osiris, the god of the afterlife. The many rams show they were important in rituals. They may have stood for strength, fertility, or protection. That's not all. Experts also found a huge old building with thick walls. It shows what Abydos looked like before Ramses' temple. 16. Unveiling the oldest mummy. Archaeologists in Saqqara found something amazing: the oldest gold-covered mummy ever. The mummy, named Hatshepsut, was inside a stone coffin deep underground. When they opened it, they saw a body fully covered in gold. Expert Zahi Hawass said it was a big discovery. Hatshepsut was wrapped in gold, showing he was rich and important. Nearby, they found statues, pottery, and tombs of priests and officials. The mummy is from 2500–2100 BC. Experts think the gold helped keep his body safe and shows what people believed about the afterlife. 15. Tongues made of gold. Archaeologists in Egypt found mummies with golden tongues at the Taposiris Magna Temple near Alexandria. The gold helped them speak in the afterlife, especially to Osiris, the god of the underworld. The site has 16 tombs from Greek and Roman times. The mummies were in poor shape, but their decorations were amazing. One had a golden cover with Osiris. Another had a falcon symbol, linked to Horus, the god of protection. Archaeologists also found a woman's mask, golden wreath pieces, and marble masks. Even more exciting, they found coins with Cleopatra's name and face. Could this be her lost tomb? 14. The earliest astronomical observatory. In Egypt, experts found something amazing: a lost place for watching the stars. At Tel Al-Farain, once called Buto, they uncovered a large L-shaped brick building from 600 BC. At first, they thought it was a temple, but it was more, a place where priests studied the sky, tracked stars, and measured time. Inside, they found a sundial, a carved stone showing star patterns, and an old tool called a merkhet for telling time. These show that Egyptians used the sun and stars to plan farming, religious events, and royal ceremonies. The entrance has 2 tall pillars leading to a round space that may have symbolized the sun. A stone tower nearby may have helped map the stars. Statues of Osiris, Horus, and Wadjet show it was a sacred place. 13. The daughter of the governor. Archaeologists in Egypt found something amazing: the tomb of Idi, the daughter of Governor Jafai Hapi. He ruled Asyut nearly 4,000 years ago during Pharaoh Sesostris time. Her burial chamber was deep underground. It was discovered while cleaning her father's tomb, the biggest non-royal tomb ever found in Egypt. Inside, they found 2 coffins, both untouched. They were covered in symbols telling her journey to the afterlife. The smaller coffin was inside a larger one, both beautifully decorated, but Edie's body was missing. Thieves took her long ago. Only broken bones and jars that once held her organs remained. Experts believe she died before 40 and may have had a foot problem. Her story gives us a rare look into the life of a noblewoman from ancient Egypt. 12. The Sword of Ramesses II. A 300-year-old sword was found in Egypt. It has the name of Pharaoh Ramesses II engraved on it. This sword shows us a piece of Egypt's past. The sword was found at Tel al-Abkain, an old military site. It was likely owned by a high-ranking officer. The name on it links the sword to Ramesses himself. The sword represents power and loyalty to the king. It helps us understand Egypt's strength during Ramesses' reign. 11. The infiltration of copper. Scientists found something surprising near the Great Pyramid of Giza. They discovered copper and arsenic in soil from over 5,000 years ago. The discovery was made under Cairo, near the old Khufu harbor. The harbor was busy with trade and metalworking. Workers made strong tools like chisels and blades, some with arsenic mixed in. This started as early as 32 to 65 BC, changing what we knew about Giza. Copper levels were much higher than usual, peaking around 2500 BC when the pyramids were built. Even after the pyramids were finished, metalworking kept going, showing the strength of Egypt's workers. 10. Tombs of ancient Egypt in Aswan. Aswan was once a lively city between northern and southern Africa, full of trade, culture, and history. Archaeologists recently uncovered over 30 ancient tombs carved into a hillside, offering a window into the lives of those who lived here long ago. The tombs, from the Greco-Roman period 332 BC to 395 AD, hold mummies, coffins, masks, and decorated amphorae. Some tombs have entire families buried together, showing their beliefs about life after death. The discovery was made by an Egyptian-Italian team led by Egyptologist Patrizia Piacentini, who began the work in 2019 after illegal digging revealed the site. They found terraces of tombs near the mausoleum of Aga Khan III, each telling a story of this ancient city. 9. Traces of hallucinogenic practices. A 2,200-year-old Egyptian vase was found with a hallucinogenic drink. Inside, experts discovered plants like wild rue, Egyptian lotus, and Cleo May, all known for their effects. They also found sesame, pine nuts, licorice, and grapes. The mix may have looked like blood. This drink was likely used in a ritual tied to the myth of the solar eye, where Bes tricked the goddess Hathor into drinking a drugged drink to make her sleep. It seems the Egyptians may have used hallucinogens to connect with the divine. Even more shocking, human saliva and blood were found in the vase. Some believe the ritual could have been about seeking visions of pregnancy. Now first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you. 8. Ancient wall paintings dating back 4,300 years. A new discovery in Egypt shows there's always more to learn. Archaeologists found a 4,300-year-old tomb in Dashur, near Cairo.
The tomb consists of two tombs in one tomb.
The tomb had beautiful paintings that showed daily life in ancient Egypt. It belonged to Seneb-Nebef, a palace worker, and his wife, Idut, a priestess. The paintings are rare and well preserved. They show donkeys crushing grain, busy markets, ships on the Nile, and servants bringing gifts. One painting shows Seneb-Nebef and Idut sitting at a table. Though the tomb has been damaged, the paintings still show the skill of ancient artists. 7. Treatment for cancer. The ancient Egyptians may have tried treating cancer 4,500 years ago. A new discovery has changed our view of early medicine. Archaeologists found a skull in Giza with cut marks near a cancerous tumor. The skull, from a man aged 30 to 35, had been kept at Cambridge University for years. Now, with modern technology, researchers see signs of an ancient surgery. Professor Edgar Camarose and his team made this discovery using digital imaging. The cuts suggest the Egyptians may have tried to remove the tumor or performed an early autopsy. This discovery shows they were not only great builders but also early doctors. 6. Temple carved into the cliff. Ancient temple walls, hidden for over 2,000 years, have finally been found. Archaeologists working at Athribis, 125 miles north of Luxor, uncovered a temple carved into a cliff. Built during the rule of King Ptolemy VIII, it may have been dedicated to Repet, the lion-headed goddess, and her son Calanthes. Inside, they discovered beautiful carvings of Ptolemy offering gifts to Repet, a goddess linked to fertility. This suggests the temple was important for religious rituals in that era. One room once stored temple tools but was later used for amphorae, ceramic jars for oils, wine, or offerings. The entrance had star deities with animal heads, a falcon, and an ibis.
All for the glory and favor of the gods. Consider the depth of the faith.
These symbols helped Egyptians track time at night, showing the temple's link to astronomy. 5. The mummy of the woman who screams. One of Egypt's most chilling discoveries is the screaming woman mummy. Found near the tomb of Senenmut, she lay frozen in terror, her mouth wide open as if caught in a final scream. Scientists recently studied her body with CT scans. They found her muscles locked in pain, proving she died in great agony. Unlike other mummies, her organs were not removed, yet she remained well preserved. Experts believe expensive resins like frankincense helped keep her body intact. She wore a black wig, stiffened with minerals for style. 2 scarab rings adorned her hands, and her natural hair was dyed with henna. She was around 48 years old, 5 feet tall, and suffered from arthritis and tooth loss. Her death remains a haunting mystery. 4. The mystery is resolved. Ancient Egypt is full of mysteries, and one was just solved, but not as expected. For nearly 100 years, a skull found in Ephesus was thought to belong to Arsinoe IV, Cleopatra's unlucky half-sister. But new research says otherwise. It belonged to a boy, only 11 to 14 years old. The skull was found in 1929 inside a grand 8-sided tomb. Experts believed it was Arsinoe, who was killed in 41 BC, likely on Cleopatra's orders. But DNA tests from the University of Vienna brought a surprise. The bones had a Y chromosome. The remains were male. Studies showed the boy lived between 205 and 36 BC. His teeth and bones showed sickness, and his DNA linked him to Italy or Sardinia. But who was he? Why was he buried in such a special tomb? 3. Tomb surrounded by ornate jewelry. Archaeologists in Luxor found a 3,800-year-old family tomb filled with beautiful jewelry and ancient artifacts. This rare discovery gives a glimpse into how people were buried long ago. Inside the tomb were 11 people, 5 women, 2 men, 3 children, and 1 unknown person. They were wrapped in linen and placed in wooden coffins. Though time and floods caused damage, the jewelry remained safe. Necklaces, bracelets, and scarab rings made of amethyst, carnelian, and garnet were found near the women. Other treasures included 2 copper mirrors, an offering tray, and a small green-blue statue. Around the statue were nearly 4,000 tiny beads symbolizing flowing hair. These discoveries help us understand a world lost in time. 2. A dwarf dancing. Did ancient statues only show kings and gods? Not always. A tiny statue from 2,300 years ago tells a different story. It shows a strong, respected man with dwarfism, likely dancing in a ritual. Unlike Greek art, which made fun of such features, this statue honors him. The figure is only 4 inches tall. His body is muscular and in motion. Some parts are missing, but experts think he once held a tambourine. This connects him to Bes, an Egyptian god of protection, music, and fertility. Bes was short but powerful. He protected women in childbirth and scared away evil spirits with music and dance. Though made in a Greek style, the statue was found in Egypt. It reflects a time when Greek and Egyptian cultures mixed, but Egyptians had honored dwarves long before that. 1. The mortuary temple of Queen Hatshepsut. Queen Hatshepsut was one of Egypt's greatest rulers, and her temple still holds many secrets. Recent excavations at her grand temple in Luxor, called Djeser have revealed exciting discoveries. Archaeologists found a special deposit buried by the temple's builders. It contained tools like a wooden hammer, chisels, and a mold for making bricks. These tools still have inscriptions linked to Nebmat-Re, a title of the sun god Ra, and one of Hatshepsut's royal names. Another incredible find was a collection of 1,500 colorful stone blocks. These once belonged to her valley temple and show religious ceremonies and moments from her reign.
Decorated blocks, the most beautiful scenes I've ever seen in my life.
Interestingly, evidence suggests that Thutmose III, her stepson, later restored parts of her temple. While some of her monuments were damaged, this discovery shows he may have wanted to protect her legacy. Egypt still hides many secrets. What do you think lies beneath the pyramids? Tell us in the comments and subscribe for more.